Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. Chapter 56, Waqiah, the inevitable event. In this surah, Allah talks about Judgment Day, and it's a truth. It's definitely going to happen, and He reminds this message to both believers and the non-believers. In verse 1, Allah starts by saying that when the inevitable event comes, that means there is no if and but. It is going to come. It's only a matter of when, and Allah only knows about it. No soul will deny its coming. So currently in this world, there are a lot of souls, a lot of people who deny the Judgment Day, and some also believe in Judgment Day. But when this event is happening in front of us, there will be no soul denying it, because everybody will be witnessing it happening. Everybody will be seeing it happening. Subhanallah. And He says, on that day of judgment, Allah will classify mankind into three groups. One who is on foremost, depending on their deeds, the good deeds that they did in this world. And number two, and the people who will be on the right side, the people who are going to get benefits, the people who are going to be part of paradise. And on the people who are on the left hand side, the people who denied the messages, who denied in the hereafter, who denied in the Judgment Day, and the people who are miserable ones. That's how He quotes them. So Surah Waqiah is mainly or especially very popular for understanding this classification of these two groups and what kind of blessings and punishments the people from these groups are going to get, right? That's the main message of this chapter. We will not go into detail into that. I will leave that to you. So please go back to the Quran, this chapter, and try to read and understand what is in there for these three groups of people. But let's focus on some other topic in this chapter, where in the later portion of this chapter, Allah talks about Quran and Judgment Day, two different topics. Starting verse 75, Allah talks about the importance of Quran. So usually when Allah is trying to emphasize on something, he swears on His own creation. Like He says, by time, I swear by time, by sun, by moon, by life, by mountain, right? So He kinds of swears on His own creation to bring an importance on a statement which is following this verse, so that the audience is paying more attention to it. But here, very surprisingly, He starts by saying, I do not need to swear by the setting of the stars. He could have said by the setting of the stars, but he is upset now. So he is saying that I do not even feel like swearing now on the setting of the stars. He also says why. Because I know it is a great oath by setting of the stars, but you will not know it. You don't understand it. You will not understand the value of it. And what he is talking about is Quran. He says Quran is very honorable. That's why he is upset, that we are not giving enough honor to Quran. He continues the verses by saying that this Quran is a revelation from your Lord, who is also the Lord of the universe. And instead of thanking Him that He has given you such a sustenance, such a blessing, such a great message to you, which gives you guidance throughout the life and which warns you about hereafter, you are calling this as a lie. You are challenging it, and you are even rejecting the truth. Subhanallah. In today's world, we see that around us, right? So Quran is one of the holy book, I think, which is mostly disrespected around the globe, and sometimes even burnt. The copies are getting burnt, as we see in the news. So that is what Allah is calling, that this book is so honorable and I have given you as a gift, as a blessing, but you keep on denying it and calling it as a lie. And after this, when he ends the chapter, now he's talking about the Judgment Day and the people who deny the Judgment Day. He is challenging them by saying, if you really claim that there is no Judgment Day, can you prove this to me? And he's also giving them a choice. If you want to prove this to me, just stop the soul which is leaving the body during the death, or bring the life back, which has just left the body, bring the soul back into the body and give it life to the body. So in a way, that Allah is associating the death as a signal towards Day of Judgment. If death happens, that means we need to also believe in the Day of Judgment, because when life happens, the soul is entering into this planet from somewhere else. We do not know where it comes from. And when the death happens, the soul departs the body, departs this earth, and is traveling to the another place where something is going to happen, and that is what Allah is also mentioning very clearly in so many verses in the Quran, that it is transferring to another world where a judgment day will happen. You will be trial and tested and judged for whatever the deeds you did in this world, right? So people who usually deny the day of judgment are the people who do not want to get tested or judged there, right? Who want to believe that what they can do whatever in this world and nobody will question them, even if for their wrong deeds. And when Allah is challenging in this way, He also says that this is truth and certainty. Subhanallah. He is saying that I know you are not going to do this, you cannot prove it, you cannot stop any soul, you are so weak, you are so helpless that you cannot make any one single soul live in this world forever. So try to understand that death is a signal, it's an evidence that judgment day is going to come, and start believing in it. It is truth and it is certainty. Subhanallah. May Allah make all of us as one of those people who believe in day of judgment, and may Allah also make us one of those people who honor and respect Quran. Thanks for watching the video. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.